Hello and welcome to Two Indoor Gaming. I'm just going to continue with my tutorial series with the gameplay with a few extra hints and tips. I guess the way I tend to do my tutorial series is rather than going lesson, it's almost like a playthrough tutorial. So if you're looking on how to progress in your game, I'm showing you as I progress in my game. So I'll tend to sprinkle in a few hints and tips, and with that in mind, I just want to show you, if you look in my inventory, I've got this thing called the Queen Bee, and this is a block that you can use to get more beeswax. So a good way to do that, I've found, if you've got a janky house, it's really simple. So all I want to do is go down and make some wood ladders, and I can put a ladder up to the top of my house like so, and then I take that Queen Bee block and place it on here. That's it. What'll happen is, because it's sitting on the leaves and there's wood construct, it thinks it's a tree, and it'll grow some more beeswax for me. It's like the Queen Bee attracts the other bees and makes a new hive. So it's a good way to get extra wax for those recipes that you need for such things. Okay, there's that. Another tip I want to show you, if you haven't worked this one out already, is the crouch key. You're just pressing C. Now nothing actually happens to the figure. He's not actually crouched. It's more a function of stopping you from falling off the block. So if you look there, I rush straight to the edge and I can't. I'm also moving a lot slower. So that's a good way if you're dealing up high and you're worried you're going to make a mistake and fall off, then that will stop you. So that's a very handy thing to remember. There's a similar function like that in Minecraft. It's also very handy if you're doing something like, say, if I'm constantly going backwards and forwards across this river, and I think to myself, look, I don't want to be doing that, walking that all the time. Like I here, I've got a lot of dirt. So I say, right, I'm going to build a bridge across there. So I put on my crouch key. That gives me enough angle to see the front of the block. So I can build myself a bridge across here without any supports. So that's a very good function for the crouch key. Otherwise you can't see that front of the block and you can't get yourself across there. Of course, when you're crouched, it won't let you jump. So that's one thing you might want to keep in mind. If you're like, why can't I get off? It's just check you haven't accidentally brushed your C key. Just look for that little figure in the top left corner of your screen there. Okay, yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in before I go and collect some more coal and some bedrock so that I can move on to getting a furnace and we can get some new materials together. It's getting a little dark down here. Now this is another factor. You look at these moss torches, it's pretty dull. But if because I got some coal before. Where are we? I'll show you the difference. Coal torch. So that's the moss torch. I'll put right next to it a coal torch. Wow, you can see the difference. So you're not really going to be looking for too many moss torches once you've got yourself a nice healthy supply of. I better put that in so we don't have a little spawning cave just near my base. Okay. So just wanted to show you the difference there with that as well. So I'll go back over to my other cave, which has my little coal nodes and whatnot. I think I might grab these while I'm here. Thank you. I remember last time we were in here we found some nice mobs to fight, so I'll be careful this time. Let's check they're not lurking about. Oh, that's key. Can always use that for a little more armor. Remember, keep him moving, try not to get in front of him. And if he hunkers down, whoop, like that, back off. Oh, there's two of them now. Isn't that nice? Oh, he got me. Okay, and always have some mushrooms handy. Okay, need a little more room here. These guys are quite tough at this level. Do is actually lure him out a bit. Does not want to die. Yes. As soon as I said that, he died. Okay. This fella's got himself wedged. Now, can I make some more armor? Ah, twine. I need to manufacture some twine out of vines. Okay. Now the one sort of projectile weapon you can get that's not crafted is pine cones. They do a lot of damage, but they can be better than nothing. So if I had some, I'd throw some at him. Later on we'll get to bombs, which can be extremely useful when you're not that tough. What I might do now is just show you the basic health potion. Very handy because they give you an instant boost rather than the timed boost, and it's just any mushroom, or any 3 of any mushroom and 4 of any flower. So there's lots of different flowers, so I can craft that many, and that's just an instant drink, like so. Okay. Duh, gonna make this hard for me. Might be time for the alternate method. Now this is an interesting technique for fighting. If you're above somebody on a ladder, get it right, they won't be able to reach you, but you'll be able to hit them. Like so. So having some ladders around can be extremely helpful in that regard. So I'll take those back for the next big bad guy I come across. What I might do is put down coal torch for some real light. Okay, so now I have a stronger power glove than last time I was down here. I can collect this magnetite and bedrock, which is what the furnace is asking me for, and also limestone, which has a lot of decorational options. You can also use any of this, bedrock, limestone, whatever, to make your stone slabs and stone rods, but it's not a very efficient use of the materials. But in a pinch, if you've used up all your stone on something else, then why not? Magnetite is important for the next level of mining cell, so whenever you spot that, grab it. See there, we need 8 pieces for that, as well as some obsidian, so hopefully we'll find some of that as well. There's one more light in here. More magnetite, yes. Remember, just always check if there's more around, because often they come in clumps. Now, we had some more coal around here, did we? Yes, there it is. Get a bit closer. Okay. Let's make room. Get some extractors. Might as well make a bunch of those if you can, because you'll be using them quite a bit. Don't you hate when you do that? Forget to change. Now you can't put those accidentally down on stone or anything like that, they'll only be useful. They'll only activate when you find a node of something. Okay, so we wait a minute for those. You can get better value extractors when you've got obsidian to use. I'm just going to use up these useless moss torches. Oh cool, some more magnetite. Nice. So what we're looking for as well now is obsidian. Oh, that's great. We've got enough there. Hopefully, well, at least for one new mining cell. But like I was saying earlier, it's always good to make 2 mining cells if you can. Because there's nothing more frustrating than having to stop what you're doing, what you want to do, because you got to go and harvest basic materials. Okay, I can hear another bad guy around somewhere. Now, it may not necessarily be right near me. Could be through a wall. You can hear them if they're in a sort of a cave that isn't even connected, if it's close enough. Could be right below me or right above me. But pay attention. Keep your ears open for such noises, because they can save your life. Okay, let's collect this coal. Great thing about... oh, how did I miss seeing that? It's sitting right there. Okay. The great thing about Creativerse is I can go as deep as I want, and as soon as I've had enough, I can just teleport back home. And I really like that feature. Another good feature, especially when you're caving and you're wondering how much room you've got left in your satchel or backpack or whatever you want to call it. If you look down the bottom right, where it's got QET, which is your action buttons, Q for craft, E for inventory, T for teleport. Under E, it actually tells you how many spaces you've got and how many are filled. So I can see I've got 13 left in my backpack, and I've got 1 there on my quick bar as well, so I can fit 14 different stacks of whatever. Okay, so what are we getting into down here? Now, you can just make your own mine if you're just looking purely for materials and you really don't like facing the bad guys just yet, or you feel like you're under-equipped. The thing is though, you can often be digging a lot before you'll find the nodes you're after. Sometimes I'm in the mood for that and I really don't mind, and I'll happily go around and harvest in a mine. Okay, so we're getting down too low. We're hitting the stalactite level, and I cannot mine that with my current glove. So this cave is taking me too deep already for my capacities. Take that. We've got some mud up here. Some more mud. You can make a special type of brick for that. So what have we got down this way? More mushrooms. Some water. Here's some water running somewhere. Some more magnetite. Excellent. Now let me shift. Notice I've still got a processor here. Switch that off. Forge. Okay, well I've got the bedrock. I can make some more stone slabs when I get back. That's fine. I want to track this. Excellent. I've got double my magnetite. Should get some more bedrock because I'm going to use some of that up on my furnace as well. Just need to find some obsidian. So this is how this is the basic level. I'm not in too much danger because I'm still getting the early level stuff. The stalactite level isn't that difficult, I don't think. When you get down to the next one, the lava one, you got to be ready because they've got these hot foot guys that are really annoying. They set you on fire and yeah, you've got to you got to have some practice in dealing with the bad guys to be happy with that. I'm still at stone mining cell tract. Take that off. Okay. Good. Ooh, grab some fossils while I'm at it. As you can see, that opens up asphalt. That's also good for oil lamps when you unlock those, which give quite a reasonable amount of light. Yeah, you just need glass for that. Okay, we've hit a dead end. Not found any obsidian, unfortunately. So I get to choose now, will I go for another cave, or do I try a little of my own mining? Okay, got a nice lot of that bedrock now, which we've got 37, okay, heaps, 40 for a round number. Okay, so just press T to use my teleport. And we're back home. Alright, so what we want to do is make some more of those stone slabs. See, like I was saying, you can turn your limestone into those, or your bedrock, just not very efficient. Not to my mind anyway. That's right, I need to make some vines as twine as well. Okay, what have we got here? Yellow carpet, wood wall, thatched wall. I'll show you a nice trick I learned about just the other day. Can't remember who gave me the tip. But I think it's very cool. Now when you're building your own sort of mine like this, okay, so you're digging it out, it's like one, boop, boop. You see that experience, always fun. And then when you come back up, it's like jump, 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 jump. You're spamming that space bar to get back up. Wow. What we do this little trick. You might feel like this costs you more time, but I tell you what, if you mine a lot, this is so much better. Okay, so just give myself a little extra space. Take that out of there, put this in here. Now, place this here, and the roof forms a ramp. Like so. And now watch the difference in getting down. It's not that chunky lump lump bump. But also, if I hold down my shift to run, use up stamina, but not much. Look how far. Now that is much better than going lump a lump a jump a jump. You know, I just think that's a great tip. I'll have to dig out who it was. I might put a little annotation on where who I found that one off, because that is, I just love that. That is priceless. So all it costs you is a bit of thatch and beeswax and vines. Okay, we haven't got any action there from the queen bee yet. Okay, so we wanna. See, this is why the janky house just find it a little too small, because I'm trying to select things and other things are getting in the way, and just find it a bit annoying. Okay, so now we can finally get our forge. Sorry, not a furnace, forge. Done. See, look, now where am I going to put it? Will it go under the torch? I'm not even sure it will. No. No, it doesn't even have enough clearance there. Put the torch up high, but I might set my roof on fire, so... I'll just put it outside. It's not like anybody's going to steal it. Voila! Now, you can use for fuel your wood walls. It also works. So it automatically shows you what can be used for fuel and what can actually be forgeable. So you're not guessing. You're not testing it, pressing a button, going no, not that one, yes, that one. Okay, so put that in, put that in. Okay, I need 2 of those. I need 4 leaves to burn. Or yeah, so we get some melted wax, get some adobe bricks. There we go. What I might do is leave the tutorial there for the moment. We've seen a little bit of the further gameplay, and what I might do next is build my own mine and show you how I do it. And if you've got any tips on how you do it, you can show me or put it in the comments anyway. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.